Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Catan 1v1 Road to Diamonds. Jumping in today, we've got an interesting board ahead of us with some rare brick, as you can see there, which makes options like the 5-9-10, 5-8-10 quite attractive. Also the 6-9-3. So interesting. He goes for the 6-5-9. Obviously I like the pick. Ore is also pretty rare on this board, so I'm more than happy to take an ore spot. So interestingly enough, if I go ahead and take the 6-3-9, where does that pair him with? He kind of needs wood, and he needs wood, ore, and brick. Well, we're not going to let him have the 6-3-9, are we? So interesting that he chooses to take that position. Where do we pair this up with? There's a few options. We could start the game without wheat, and we could take all the wood and kind of take this 5-8-10 point up to the wood port. Don't mind that position. Another option is taking the 6-3-9, 4-5-8, and then kind of taking up all the ore if we can, depending on what he pairs it with. So I'm going to go ahead and do that because we're short on time. And, as tempting as this spot is, we're going to point left, and then we're going to take this spot. And I think we'll point towards that sheep port. I mean, that's looking pretty tasty, if you ask me. We start off with a road. Obviously, this spot is very nice as well. So we'll wait and see what he does. He picked pretty quickly to begin with, so I'm not too sure what he was expecting. We've got all 5 resources. We're pretty strong when it comes to sheep, which I really like because we've got that port next to us. So where does he go? Does he just play all wheat sheep and take something like the 9-10-11? I'm not too sure. If we can get onto that 9-11-4 and suck up all the ore, I think he's going to have a very, very tough game. And it looks like we are. So he's playing with no brick and no ore. So he doesn't have a lot of movement and he can't buy dev cards. Kind of like how we're starting the game. Okay, a couple 3s would be beautiful. If we could get some brick. Oh, sorry, I think I said, did I say the wrong thing earlier? Anyway, he doesn't have brick and he doesn't have ore. You need those resources to win a game. So I'm liking our chances, but you never know. The question is, do we want to move into this spot for more cities first? Or do we want to move into the sheep port first? I'm thinking we put that road up here first to begin with, because once we have all the ore in the game, or the good ore, it's going to be tough for him. 4 would be huge, and we get that 4. Let's play this one on the 10. We could buy a dev. We're going to hold here with 9 cards. I think we're fine. Okay. Do we buy a dev? That's the question. I don't want to 4-for-1 for a brick. Rather wait for a 3 to roll. And we get a mono. So we could do something like sucking up all of his wheat. That could be an interesting play here. It's got one wheat. Okay, 4-for-1 his wheat. But I still think his hand is mostly wheat. Okay, that's a huge 7. So I think we wait until he's got quite a bit of wheat in hand. Okay. So we can actually settle now. And we probably should, given that we've got 10 cards. Could buy another dev, but I'm happy. We've got our mono in our back pocket. So he's got, let's just track here. He's got 2 wheat in hand. I think a wheat mono is going to be the best option for us. Okay, he's got 4 wheat in hand. Where is he? I guess he's just coming down here, so it doesn't really hurt us to just place that road there. Okay, we're looking for one more. All right, let's keep that. Oh, yeah, I think we keep that 10. We got one of those precious wheats. Let's buy dev. We get a VP. Not really what we wanted, but that's fine. I'd like him to roll maybe a 9. Okay. He's probably going to block me. Where does he block me? Maybe the 4? I could see him blocking the 4. Maybe he doesn't get a knight. Interesting. Do we have a 4 for 1 here? I think we do, and we just hold. Okay. Please don't steal the wheat. That's fine. He's probably ready to city, or nearly ready to city. Let's block that 10 again. We might as well buy a dev, because 1-4 gives us the city anyway. He can play his knight if he wants. Okay. We're not getting 4s. He's got 3 wheat. It's kind of not enough to mono, is it? That 10 block is great. That's really good. I don't really want to. I don't really want to mono. I don't really want to mono yet. Can he settle now? Oh, okay. Most of his hand is wheat. What do we do? Do I hold? It's kind of risky, isn't it? I think at this point I do something like this, yeah. Okay. I think he's in the perfect position to have all that wheat sucked up. We get 5, which is really pretty good in a 1v1, I must say. We city up here. We've already got a dev, so kind of not in any rush to continue popping. I'm just gonna hold. He's got no wheat in hand, which I like. It's kind of what we wanted to nullify. The 10's blocked, so he doesn't have a lot of movement. He's used his road builder. I think that other dev is a VP. You'd like to think so. So yeah, we're in a good position here. We city again. I think this time. Do we go for ore here? I think we do. Oh, I mean, this gives us ore as well. Yeah, I think it's the 369. And we're pretty much laughing. He gets the wheat. He's probably nearly about to city. Maybe he devs. Okay, cities. That's fine with me. He's got the 3-1, so we kind of want to nullify that 9. Get a wheat back. That's great. And then we can 3-4-1. Sorry, we can port for a VP, which is, they'll add up in the long run. A 4 would be huge. We get that 4. Now what do we do with that 4? We don't have a lot of spots to expand on, but that ore port is kind of the best option, right? I think we do that because that gives us a road network that he can't really mess with. So let's get on there. Big roll for him, which is a 10. Hopefully we will be on the 10 soon. I'm fine with him, absolutely fine with him blocking the 6. That's cool. He might take road long game. I guess we'll wait and see. But, if we can just kind of do this every turn, it makes it very difficult for him. Having that 9 and 11 with citied up. He can buy devs. He can take army. But I think overall production is kind of ridiculous for us. Any bricks? Yeah, that's fine. Road settle. Good for him. Let's go ahead and settle ourselves here. And can't do much, but we'll just wait for one of those 8s or 5s to roll, and we can pretty much pop a dev every time. He blocks the 8, which is probably the right block here. Cool. Let's buy another dev. We're still ahead of the army race, which I like. Where do we block here? Probably the 6. Let's just continue to race him for army. Once we have army, we should be in prime position to take this game out. Let's build a road. He has to move it, and I don't have any cards. It's good. Let's move it back on that 6. He loses army there. We can't yet buy another dev, but we're basically a settle and a road away from winning. Yep. So we've got a city now. A city and a road, basically. Okay, that's fine, my friend. I probably would have tried to connect if I were him. That's all good. It's GG's. Is it? I don't think it is, because I take road. I need a... I guess we'll take road and we'll pop, right? And then we just pop? I don't have a 3-to-1, so I can't road settle. So we just pop? We don't get it. It's alright. Hopefully next rotation we win. Is that game? I still don't think that's game. That's definitely game now. I think we just let him know GG. And then we'll city this up. It's a really nice game for us. Well played, well played. That guy was a decent opponent. Do I like his pick of the 659? No, I don't. To keep it real with you guys, look, reason being is if you take something like this, the 369, it's versatile because there's 2 good spots for sheep and wheat, which is the 458 and the 659. That's one option. You take this and you live with whatever the opponent doesn't pick. There is also another world where you take something like the 5910 and then maybe you pair it up with the... Yeah, I don't know. It's tough. I mean, 5910, you pair it up with something like... look, it's tough to put myself in his shoes. His setup wasn't bad. Once he got onto that 10, that thing really rolled. I think this position here was just the most versatile, and sometimes that's what you need to pick when you're playing Catan in a 1v1 is not necessarily the best production, but the most versatility in terms of your second pick, because you want to have all 5 resources. In a 4-player game, because you can trade, you can kind of get away with having 3 really strong resources or 4, and kind of go without something and hope that you can trade to kind of get that missing piece. But in a 1v1, it's different. You have to have a little bit of everything. You won't be able to trade, so you got to either be in a great port or have a bit of everything. And I kind of like having a bit of balance. Definitely early game, getting those early cities, getting early dev cards, having everything is kind of the key. When you play something like what he's done, the best thing you can get is an early Year of Plenty or an early, road builder or something. But he didn't start with any ore. So surprised that he even got 9 points. Kudos to him. He got a couple of cities down, a couple of settles. Could have prolonged the game if he linked his roads up here rather than going off to this wheat port. But nonetheless, it was a good game. We just went straight down the middle. City, 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 city. Took army. And yeah, you can see those 9s really popped off in terms of resource cards. Sheep, wheat. How many times did each of us get the robber? So he was robbed 5 times. Fair enough. And pretty even in terms of resource stats. But yeah, we just had more diversity, I'd like to say. Thanks for tuning in, guys. It's been another great episode. Look forward to catching you in the next one. Other than that, have a lovely evening. Bye.